Hey everybody, Angela Carboni here, coming to you on a Monday evening at 10 after 6. I'm having a very lazy day, so hat, no makeup, whatever, it's the way it is. Hope you all don't mind. I wanted to talk to you guys today about some general rules in sales that some people know these rules, some people don't. It's neither here nor there, but it's just a tip that I wanted to give you guys because, hey Troy, because like the title of this Go Live says, the energy that it takes for you to sell somebody something worth $20 is the same energy it takes to sell somebody worth something $20,000, something worth $20,000. And the only difference is it's not the time, it's not the money, it's not any of that. It's that, hi Daniel, it's that you have to, if you convince somebody and you sell them on the fact that they need that product, they don't give a shit what it costs. They'll come up with the money. Okay? So if you're online and you're selling a $20 ebook, and you're selling lots of them and you're doing really well with it, hey Scott, you could do just as well selling a $20,000 product of coaching time or training time. Hey Terry, because there's no difference. There's no difference in the money. People will come up with the money if they feel they need to. So, I could sell somebody a $20 ebook, or I could sell them a car, and it would take the exact same amount of energy and time and money for me on my end. Okay? So the advertisements I put out on Facebook, I could be selling something worth $9.97. I could be selling something worth $2,997, and I could be selling something worth $20,997, whatever I choose to do, because the moment somebody realizes they need your product, they find a way to come up with the money. It is just that simple. Sometimes in our group we talk about some people when they get started, and when I got started in network marketing, it costs a hell of a lot more than $20 for me. I had to come up with thousands of dollars to get started. And that's 5 years ago. But you know what? I felt I needed it. I felt what the product I was buying and the education I was buying when I first started was like oxygen to me. If I didn't have it, I wasn't going to get where I wanted to go in life. So this is the same thing back, if you wanted to sell somebody a car, or a truck or whatever, whatever they're looking for kind of thing. And if you were a car salesman and somebody came into your dealership and said, well, yeah, I'm looking at this, but I'm not buying today. You're not going to convince me to buy this vehicle today. You know how many people go into a car dealership and say, yeah, I just want information. I'm just trying to find out about the vehicle, find out what the, bells and whistles are and see how much things cost. And they go into the dealership and they say to the dealer, hey Patrick, I'm not going to buy a vehicle today. You're not going to sell me a vehicle today. I just want to find out some information. And 2 hours later, that person has left, they're financed, they own the vehicle, they're driving it off the lot. Because in that time, the dealer has convinced that person they need this vehicle with all these options. They've just laid it out that way for them. It's that simple, okay? So, some of you guys, hi Christopher, so some of you guys out there who think, well, I don't want to risk selling some of the bigger ticketed items because, it's going to be harder for people to come up with the money, or it's going to be harder for people to come up with the financing, or whatever you think the difficulty will be. The difficulty is removed the moment you convince somebody that they need it. That difficulty is gone. Okay? So, sometimes some of the mentors and leaders that I listen to, they say stuff like, well, if you had a bomb strapped to your chest and it was going to cost you $10,000 to get that bomb, taken off of you or defused or something, you would go through hell and high fucking water in order to get that $10,000. Hi, Corey. So that's exactly what you need to do in life. Okay. You need to look at what you want out of life, and you need to make that want and that desire as important as the air you breathe, as the food you eat, as everything. Hi, Helena. Thank you for talking about this. I am in a high ticket program, and what you are saying is exactly okay. So I'm glad you're in a high ticket program. That's awesome, because there are things that people do, and what people do is they make decisions which you think you're making logically. You're making that decision emotionally. 9 times out of 10, you're making that decision emotionally. You think there's logic behind it because the person selling you that service or that product has given you logical reasons why you need it. But in the end, it comes down to your emotion, you know? I mean, if you look at it, you know, I'm a real big, you know, Dodge fan. My mom sold Dodges for years. I'm also a Camaro fan, you know? I look at a Camaro and I think, oh my God, that is oxygen. I have to have that. Whereas some people might look at a Corvette and say, oh my God, that is oxygen. I have to have that. And some people might look, you know, well, a BMW is the best thing. So that's what they drive themselves to. You know what I mean? So, but somewhere along the way, somebody has sold you this idea. You know, somebody has sold you on that car or that product. You know, I grew up in a 1969 Camaro. My dad unfortunately had to sell it when I was 17, but that's one of my goals, is to get that car back into mine and my dad's life. That's a goal that I'm going to achieve no matter what it takes. That is a goal that is oxygen to me. That is going to happen no matter what it takes for me to do. Okay? So really look at where you are in your life right now. If you're doing any online marketing, and you should be, and the other thing I want to say to you guys is this. I did a quick little go live about this last week, but I don't care what you're doing for a job. I don't care if you're in oil and gas. I don't care if you're in administration, in healthcare. I don't care what it is you're doing. If you do not find a way to make money online as soon as possible, you are going to be left out in the cold. And it is just that simple, okay? Everything is moving online. You got stores all over the place closing because everybody is buying everything online. It's just the way it is. It's just the way that the society has evolved when it comes to purchasing things, you know? So I don't care if you want to jump on with me and work in the business I work and sell the products I sell. All I want you guys to do is find something you're passionate about, find a way to sell it online, and get started. And that's it. That is what's going to change for everybody, because the internet isn't going anywhere. We all better find a way to make some money from it, because, you know, jobs are being lost every single day, you know? And I had a conversation with somebody just yesterday, and they were like, I'd been at my job for like 17 years. And one day they just said to me, well, we can't afford you anymore. We have to worry about our budget. You're gone. Bye-bye. So he thinks, like, I put in 17 years with you guys. I was loyal to you guys, and now I'm just a number that's on your bottom line, and I got to go. That's exactly what you are to your employer. I don't give a shit who your fucking employer is. Okay? Your employer could be a small business. Your employer could be, you know, an oil and gas company. Your employer could be the government. I don't care who you are. If you affect their bottom line, they will get rid of you. They don't give a shit about the bills you have to pay. They don't give a shit about the kids you have to feed. Okay? They give a shit about what their bottom line is. That's business. That's just the way business works. Okay? So I'm sorry I'm getting passionate and swearing, but you guys know me. You know that's what I do. So you'll live with it. I hope you'll forgive me for it if you don't like it. But this is something that really kind of cuts close to home for me, because I see people struggling.